Hello, hello, hola, ¿cómo están chicas? How are you? Today I will show you one advance of my new jacket or cardigan that I made in one piece. Now I made the video in English, so I hope that tomorrow or the Friday is ready. Hello, thank you for your like. Today I will show you how I made this nice crocheted jacket or crocheted, how you can, maybe you can tell me how is the name of this thread. Jacket en español can be like saco, chaqueta. Thank you for your like. If you hear me and watch good my video, please write me. Today I will tell you how I made my nice jacket. Here I have my jacket. Look, the fantasy stitch is very easy. Are 2 double crochet, 1 chain in the center, and 1 single crochet. And between every stitch, we must make 1 chain of separation. I made all the jacket with the same stitch. At the end, I made the neck. You can tell me too how you say this in English. This is the part of the neck. I made this video in my channel in Spanish. It's ready in my channel. And now I made the translation. I made a new video and I showed you how I made it. It's made it in one piece. This size is approximately 1 large. I try to show you. This is the 2 fronts, one and another front. This is the neck, look. I use in all the work the same fantasy stitch. 1 foul and 1 single crochet, and between every stitch I made 1 chain of separation. I began here for the back. This is the back. I will show you 2 in 1 graphic that I made, don't worry. I begin from here, from down to up. Hello, my dear Carla. Guten Tag. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you to write me. I try to make now every weekend chat live. Thank you, Carlita, to be here with me. Thank you very much. Carlita is from Netherlands. Países Bajos en español. Before we know your country like Holanda, but now in Spanish is Países Bajos. Thank you for your like, Carlita. Welcome, willkommen. Dankeschön zu sein here by mir. Danke. Okay, I continue. I begin here. You must make from your hip to the another hip. This is the sides. You must make a little pattern and you can calculate with your hip to hip. Or and. Und is in German. And when you have ready from hip to hip, the width of your back, we make until the neck, until the shoulders. You can make the long of your jacket or cardigan like you prefer. In this jacket or cardigan, I have not increases or decreases. It's all one piece, like this paper. I began here, hip to hip. We begin for the back. I have approximately 50 centimeters, that was 19.6 inches of wide from hip to hip. After this, I made one long until the shoulders. You can make the long that you prefer. I had 52 centimeters of long until the shoulders. That was 20.4 inches. It's almost like a square. I use 550 grams of yarn, cotton yarn. This is cotton yarn. But this jacket, you can do it for summer, for winter. You can use wool. I made it in spring, in primavera, in Frühling. But you can do your jacket with the yarn that you prefer. When you have the long of your jacket, we make with the same number of stitches. I made in my jacket 45 rows. 45 rows. I began with 76 chains, and I used the hook number 5 millimeters. This is the 4. Where is the 5 millimeters? Wait, I must look in my, yeah, the 5 millimeters is here. I'm using another work for this. I use the 5 millimeters with this yarn. I will show you a little the rest. Look, this is the cotton yarn. In the paper of this yarn, the label says that I can use hooks between 4 to 5. And I use the 5 for that the work is a little loose. Que sea un poquito suelto, we say in Spanish. So I began from here, from down to the shoulders. This is the back. And when I have the long that I want, I divide the work in 2 parts the same. Thank you for your like, chicas. Muchas gracias. I love to make the patterns of my threads in one piece. I don't like so much to sew the shoulders or the laterals. But in this work, we must sew the laterals. But look, I made 45 rows. And for the front of the work, I begin to make the division of the work. I made in 2 parts the same. This is the right front and this is the left front. In my thread, I had 25 stitches. And here, for that is uniform my work, I make 13 and 13 stitches in every front. So I made only one increase. This I will show you in the pattern, don't worry. Now we will make a little how I begin or how I make the fantasy stitch. Another tip of this jacket that is in one piece without increases or decreases is that until here I have 45 rows in the back, and in the front, in every front, I have 45 rows plus 4 rows more. So in every front, I have 49 rows. So you have now how I made our jacket. I have another jacket that you can find here on my channel. I will show you. I made it with the same style. It's my jacket PISCIS. It's ready in my channel here on YouTube. The pattern is free. This I made it with cotton, and I began to, for the back until the shoulders, I made it longer, look, and has not sews in the shoulders. It's only one piece. So I began from the back until the shoulders. After this, I divide the work in two parts the same for the right front and for the left front. And at the end, only I sew the laterals, but I didn't sew with a needle to sew. I sew with the single crochet. I join front with single crochet. I will let you this pattern at the end of this chat live. I will let you the pattern on the comments, on the description box, and at the end of this video. Is ready in English. The fantasy stitch is another fantasy stitch and has not arms, but you can make arms too in this nice jacket, or poncho is like a poncho, is without increases, or the creases is in one piece too. Only we join the laterals. Okay. After my explication, I will show you how I made this nice fantasy stitch. Look, this is the fantasy stitch. It's very nice, really. And now I will show you. How are you? Thank you to write me if you can tell me in which country you are, where are you connected. This will be nice, like Carlita. Look, here I made the little pattern that I made the new pattern. So here I begin to make one sleeves. So this is the back. We begin from here until the shoulders, and after this we make the right on the left front. When are ready, we close and we join. Look, here is the join of the front with the back. This you will see in my pattern. I will looking for one yarn to make a little pattern. For that you can see how we make this fantasy stitch. I will show you too. Remember that you can subscribe here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. It's total free. Remember that you can find me on Facebook and Instagram like Maricita Colors. Until now, all my patterns are free. So I hope that always be free my patterns. Okay, I will use this cotton yarn. It's teeny, and I will use the hook number 4,50 millimeters for that you can see better how I made the fantasy stitch. And this is another photos from my jacket Libra. I call this jacket like Libra. You will see on my pattern too, don't worry. So thank you to watch my video. Thank you for give one like, and we begin. The base of this fantasy stitch begin with 22 with 16 stitches, 16 chains. If we want wider, we must make 6 stitches or 6 chains more. So it's 16 plus 6, 22, 22 plus 6, 28, 28 plus 6, 34, and so on. My jacket, the original jacket, my jacket has 76 chains, and I use the hook number 5 millimeters. So we will make the little pattern. I will make 22 chains, okay? Welcome to my channel. Thank you to watch my video, my live chat. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Todos mis tutoriales también los encuentras en español en Maricita Colors. You can find my patterns in Spanish too. We will make 22 chains. I involve 2 times, or we can begin like this too. I have the yarn over the hook and I can make like this, and we make like a canot. From here I will begin. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 chains. This will be the white from hip to hip. So you must make a little pattern with your yarn and the hook that you will use, and you will see how many centimeters or inches make your thread. This is important because a lot of Leute or a lot of people write me that they made the same number of stitches that I make, but sometimes they use teeny yarn or chunky yarn, and it's total different. It's total anders. It's völlig anders in German. Okay, now we will begin the first row. I insert the hook in the 4th chain, and we will make 1 double crochet. Vareta or punto alto en español. We begin to make this nice fantasy stitch. 1, 2, 3 y 4. 4. In the 4th chain, we insert and we will make 1 double crochet. Now with these chains that we let, it's like we have 2 double crochet together. After this double crochet, we will make 1 chain of separation, una cadeneta de separación. Double crochet, vareta, hook, aguja or ganchillo, yarn, hilo. Thank you for your like. Now we will go in the next 3rd stitch. Look, in the next 3rd stitch, I will make 1 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And we make 1 single crochet. Un punto medio en español. Punto medio, punto bajo, o medio punto. We have different names of our stitches because we have, you know, a lot of countries that we speak Spanish. So sometimes change. After the single crochet, we make again 1 chain of separation, una cadeneta de separación, and in the next 3rd stitch, we will make 1, 2, and 3. We will make 1 double crochet, 1 chain of separation, and in the same stitch where is the double crochet where we made it, we will repeat. So we have 2 double crochet in the same stitch, separated for 1 chain. Thank you chicas for your like. Muchas gracias. You can practice with this fantasy stitch. Really, it's very nice. Here, you can watch in my thread too. I hope this pattern is ready. Don't worry. I work. I have almost 30 minutes or 30 minutes in that I make the edition. After the foul, you say foul. A lot of people write me always and they say that is a foul. For me, or to me, is un arco, one arc, or we don't say B like you. We say one arc, un arco. Hello, my dear Rai. Hello until Texas. How are you? Thank you to write me. Today here in Germany is a lot of wind. Wow, it's crazy. Maybe you can hear a little. Now in Germany we are 16 with 32 minutes, las 4:32. We are in the 4 and 32 minutes. Thank you to write me. After the foul, we make one chain, and every 3 stitches, we alternate the foul and the single crochet. So now we will make one single crochet, one chain of separation, 1, 2, and 3. We make one foul. The foul is easy, it's 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch, 1 chain of separation, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, and we make the single crochet, 1 chain of separation, and in the third last stitch we will make the foul. But here we don't make the chain of separation, only we make 2 double crochet in the same stitch. It's like close this stitch, crazy. Se cerró el punto. Ok, vamos a entrar al último punto. We insert in the last stitch. You hear? You hear? This is the wind. It's crazy. It's like a little tornado. So, a ver, vamos a ver aquí. We make the last double crochet. I hope that is correct. Look, we finish the first row. Terminamos la primera hilera. If we begin with double crochet, we must finish with double crochet. For that our work is uniform. Look, you must recognize this is one group, one single crochet. One group, one single crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stitches. Here I have 7 stitches. In my thread, I had 25 stitches. If you have more stitches, you will have more number of stitches in every row. If I have 7 stitches in this row, I must have always 7 stitches. For that my work is uniform. Para que mi tejido sea parejo, debo tener los mismos números de puntos en cada hilera. Fertig. Ready. En inglés. En español. When we finish the first row, when we made here, we must alternate single crochet and foul, single crochet and foul. Not only in the rows, we must make 2 over every stitch. We must alternate. So here I have one foul, so I must make the single crochet and the chain of separation. So we must make 2 chains. This first chain is the first single crochet and another is of separation. We turn the crocheted work, and when the yarn of the begin is in the right side, to me, this is the front of the work. When we make the single crochet and the chain of separation, we go until the single crochet of the previous row, and we will make one foul. 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. 1 chain of separation, and over the foul we will make 1 single crochet, 1 chain of separation, and now we repeat all. It's easy, this fantasy stitch, really. And it's very nice. After the single crochet and the chain of separation, we find the single crochet of the previous row, and we make 1 foul. 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. 1 chain of separation, and now we repeat all. 1 chain of separation, una cadeneta de separación, 1 chain of separation. Sometimes the words in English are very similar in Spanish, really. After the foul, 1 chain of separation, and when we finish this row, if we began with the 2 chains that are the single crochet and the chain of separation, we must finish too with the single crochet. So in the front of my work, I begin with single crochet and I finish with single crochet. Now I find, look, the double crochet and the chain that we let in the beginning. Here we can insert in this that is in the edge, that is like the 3rd chain here. We will make 1 single crochet and ready. And we have 7 stitches. We count this from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 puntos, 7 stitches. 7 puntos en español, 7 Machen in German. Now that I finish with the single crochet, I must alternate always. So over the single crochet, we must make the double crochet. We will make the foul, but in the edge, we don't make the chain in the center. It's only 2 double crochet. So here we will make 3 chains like the first double crochet. We turn the crocheted work, and in the same stitch where are the chains, we will make 1 double crochet. 1 chain of separation, 1 single crochet, 1 chain of separation, 1 foul, 1 chain of separation, 1 single crochet, 1 chain of separation, 1 foul, and ready. We have all the stitches, look. After this foul, the chain of separation, on the foul or in the foul of the previous row, we make 1 single crochet, 1 chain of separation, and here we find, look, the 2 chains that we made in the previous row. The first is the single crochet, so we insert in the first, and we make 2 double crochet. It's super easy, and it's difficult that you confuse because you always can look, if I made 1 single crochet, the next stitch is 1 foul, and over the single crochet, I must make 1 foul. So it's easy to recognize where go the stitches. ¿Qué les parece? What do you think about this fantasy stitch? It's the same. This I made for the pattern. This pattern, I hope that is ready for this Freitag or for this Friday. Freitag is in German, Friday in English, and in Spanish is Viernes. The color is very nice too. Another thing, I made with 2 colors my jacket because I have not enough yarn with this dark green. And I went again to the store, and they have not anymore this dark green. So for this, I buy the light green, but the combination was so nice that look, one follower, one of my followers from Spain, she made with the same colors. Remember that here in my Instagram, you can watch all my threads. So, what is the next row? If I made the foul, what we must make? The single crochet. So we must make 2 chains. One is the single crochet and another is the chain of separation. 1 and 2, as in this chain, in this first chain is where you must finish the row in the next row. We turn the crocheted work. I am in the front again, and after the chain or the single crochet, we must make the foul. Here I find the single crochet of the previous row, and I will make the foul. One chain of separation, one single crochet, one chain of separation, one foul. I have some patterns in Spanish that I didn't make the translation yet, and I will try to make a, how you say, I will try to make these patterns, but in Spanish we have a word, poco a poco. How is poco a poco? Nach und nach is in German, and in English, I will remember, don't worry. After the chain of separation, little to little. Little to little, I will try to make all my patterns in English. After the foul and the chain, I make one single crochet, one chain of separation. Over the single crochet, we will make one foul, one chain of separation, one double crochet. The foul is one double crochet, one chain, and one double crochet in the same stitch. One chain of separation, and to finish, I find, look, the 3 chains of the beginning, like they represent one double crochet. In the edge, in the third, I will make one single crochet. To begin, after the single crochet, we must make again 3 chains, like the first double crochet, and we turn the crocheted work. We insert in the same stitch where are the chains, and we have now ready one foul. One chain of separation, one single crochet. Sorry, this with the camera sometimes is not so easy. One single crochet, one chain, one foul, and ready. You have now, you learn a nice fantasy stitch. You can use it for all the works. Here I made one double crochet, one chain, and one double crochet in the same stitch, one chain of separation, one single crochet, one chain of separation, and to finish the row we find the 2 chains, and in the first we will make the 2 double crochet together. In the edge only we make the 2 double crochet. Over the foul we must make the single crochet, so we begin in this next with 2 chains. We turn the crocheted work and ready. You have a nice fantasy stitch. Remember, this fantasy stitch begins with 16 stitches in the base. If you want wider, you must make always 6 stitches more. So I have 22 here. If I want wider, I must make 28 stitches. If I want wider, 6 stitches more, 34, 40, 46, 52, 58, 64, 70, and 76, like my jacket. You can make it longer, you can make this pattern with wool, you can make, how is when you make for the bottoms, bottoms hole or something like this. You can make for that, you can make in the neck, you can do it too. It's a nice thread in one piece that you can make for all the time, for summer, for winter, with wool, with cotton. And this is the pattern. By example, here I have 7 stitches. For that, if I make the division, I will have 4 and 4, always 1 stitch more. Here I have 7, and for that the 2 fronts are with the same stitches, I will make here, I will have, with this pattern that I have 7 stitches, by example, I will have here 4 and 4, 8 stitches. So it's 1 stitch more. This is the only increase in all our work. In my thread, I made 45 rows, and here in the 2 fronts, I have 49. Why I made 49? Because these 4 extra rows will make move in the shoulders, because we don't join the shoulders. So when I make the extra, these 4 extra rows, it will give move in our work. We must sew front with front, and these 4 rows make better our thread. So this will be my next pattern. I made it with this little pattern. Here I made the slips in circle. It's very easy. I will show you here a little. I use in the pattern these two, the 4,50 millimeters. Right, Maricita, the color is fantastic. El color. The color must be the color. My project es ein muy color grün. Verde claro. Green. Copen, dank. Thank you, my dear Carlita. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Right, thank you, Maricita. I look forward to Friday. Muy bien, muchas gracias, mi querida Rai. Thank you very much. Look, here I made the stitches for the front, for the slips. I made for the front the stitches. And here I must have even number in every slips, no? Mangas en español. And always when you repeat the pattern, it's super easy. Look, here I made 1 single crochet. So here I must make 1 foul. I made the double crochet chain, and I find the 2 chains like the single crochet, and in the first I will join with 1 single slip stitch. If I make here the single crochet, over the single crochet we must have the double crochet. So I make 3 chains and 1 double crochet, 1 chain of separation, and in every stitch we repeat the fantasy stitch. This is a nice sweater. Really, it's very nice. Over the single crochet, I make the foul. You must have the same number of stitches in every slips. In my slips, I had 16 stitches in every row. And I let 18 centimeters for the arm, for the slips. So when we have ready, we close, we let the space for the arm, for the slips, and we sew or we join the laterals. We close. 18 centimeters I let for one large size, but I will let you the centimeters in my pattern, don't worry. I think that for the Friday I have ready my new pattern. Thank you very much, my dear friends. Thank you to watch my videos, to give one like, and we will find us with my new jacket. It's one style, boho style, no? It's very, very nice. At the end, I made these stitches for the neck. I made 8 rows. And I use always the fantasy stitch. So, thank you very much, my dear friends. I hope that you like my new pattern that will come, I hope, the Friday. If I can before, natürlich, claro. Muchas gracias. And subscribe you here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. Is total free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post. And you can find me too in Facebook and Instagram, like Maricita Colors. Muchas gracias, chicas, y nos vemos muy pronto. Hasta la vista. Chao, chao. Chao, Carlita. Chao, Rae. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima.